6 years ago, I left my job that I was being paid $8 an hour for at Walmart. Today, I get to travel full time, do everything that I enjoy. And I want to tell you guys not just what happened that day or what's happening today, but what happened in between, right? The key elements that I feel helped me do that, and maybe hopefully help somebody who's watching who wants to do the same, right? So I kind of want to break down my biggest beliefs and things that have really gotten me to where I am today, where I'm able, to, like I said in the video, went from $8 an hour to sometimes making $800 an hour from my own business. So I want to walk through that. And I guess the best place to start is in the beginning, right? Like how it went. And I was working at PacSun to start. I worked at PacSun, and I remember I would work Black Friday. I worked Black Friday, and I remember I worked a 16-hour shift. And all I could think was like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like I was sleeping on the job in the back room because I could barely keep my eyes open. And I'm thinking, everyone else got to spend time with their family on Thanksgiving. They got to go Black Friday shopping if they wanted to, or sleep in. And I'm over here just slaving away, right? Like just folding clothes for $8 an hour. And that's when my mentality started to shift, right? And it started to really, I just felt like I shouldn't be there. And I felt like I was built for something more than that. And even the money that it was paying me, it's like, is this even worth it? And I always ask people who work those types of jobs, who want to get out, like, is it even worth being paid $8 an hour for your time? Is it not better to use that time to create something or to come up with an idea that's going to get you out of there? So that was kind of where it started. And then I worked at Walmart. I was basically homeless, living in a school bus. We'll have to get into that in another video. And yeah, I was working at Walmart, and I remember the moment, right? The moment that I quit, it pushed me over the edge. I was folding a box. I was doing the box cutter and folding the box, and the manager came up to me. He says, "Hey," and I go, "How's it going?" "Don't wear those pants again." And I was like, "Oh, why?" He's like, no holes, no rips in the jeans. Wear some better pants for next shift." And he didn't know this, right? But that was my only pair of black pants. I had like 3 pairs of pants, and I was homeless. I was living out of the school bus, right? So that kind of hit me close to my heart, where I was like, he doesn't even understand that I can't. Like, I don't have other pants. And my bank account is negative. So I'm definitely not spending my money, my paycheck, my $130 paycheck on new pants to work. So I simply put the box cutter down, I folded the box, and I took off my Walmart vest or whatever I was wearing. I put it on the counter, and I walked out. And in that moment, I filmed myself. I said, take my word, right? Mark this day. This is the last day I'll ever work for somebody else or have a manager. And it came true. I just quit, and I promise you, this is the last job I'm ever gonna have. Just know that. In a club with some wines and I'm high down. Shawty got me out too high. I be stepping on. So I want to walk through the 3 things that I feel are the strongest beliefs, and the things that really, after looking back at everything, I would love to tell other entrepreneurs and other people that want to leave their job or want to go for something more. Because I get a lot of DMs. I get a ton of DMs every week. Hey, do you have any advice for me? I want to do what you do. I want to leave my job. I want to have the courage to go and pursue something more. So I want to give you guys hopefully some actually applicable things, right? First thing, the longer you are at your job, the easier it is for them to form you into the exact person they want you to be, right? And what I mean by that is, I know you guys have heard of actors, right, playing serial killers or playing movie roles where they need therapy afterwards because they get so close to their role. They start to think like their role. They can't escape, right? That guy who played Elvis, his voice changed and he couldn't get out of the Elvis voice. What's his name? Austin Butler, I think. So where I'm going with this is, the longer you sit there, even if you have the dream to be an entrepreneur, even if you keep telling yourself, I'm just here for the time being, you will slowly turn into the person you act like, right? You're telling me for 8 hours a day, you take commands, you listen to a manager, you do exactly what someone else tells you to do. You're not gonna slowly start to listen to everything and start to feel like you're underneath certain people, and that other people can tell you what to do with your time and where you need to go and what you need to be doing. So I say leave, get out. Take the leap of faith and get out as fast as possible. Because I know friends, right, that have left corporate jobs or left minimum wage jobs where they still have remnants of things that they say, the way they think, that I tell them they have to change the way they think, right? They've been programmed to think a certain way. So that's my first thing, right, is get out of the situation. If you truly feel you're built for something more, leave. Don't give it another day. That being said, right, step number 2, and the second thing that I need to tell you, right, and this is what you have to be ready for if you do leave, is stuff's gonna get bad, right? Like every single time you take a big risk, stuff will get bad. You can't be afraid of zero. And I'm not afraid of zero, right? Like you can't be afraid of going down to zero to build that new idea, that new thing that's gonna 10x, 100x, 1000x what you put into it, time, money, everything. And with that comes volume and consistency, right? Like the best entrepreneurs I know, the best content creators I know, they never stop. It's a constant output of content, of ideas, of new offers, of things that they're putting out into the world. And you have to be ready for that, right? Like you have to be ready to make such a sacrifice, so many hours, so much money, so much time into things that you believe. So to be completely honest with you, like if you want a comfortable life, if you want something that you feel safe in and you feel comfortable, stay at your job. Stay at your job. Because the amount of nights I've had, in the last 3, 4, 5 years in the process of getting to where I am now, and even going past where I am right now, there's nights where I stay up late looking at numbers and trying to figure things out. And I think, I'm screwed. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what's gonna happen here. This is not panning out how I thought, and I have to problem solve. And I have such strong faith in God. Like I really do, and my faith does hold strong in Him. Because there's days where you just don't know what's gonna happen next. So with that being said, understand that it's gonna be so difficult, and you have to put out so much volume, right? Like I work with a lot of creators, a lot of music artists, and I tell them, are you really that? Are you that dumb to believe that you can get away with posting once a week, or you can get away with dropping one song every few months when there's someone else dropping every single day that's better than you, right? Like there are people out there that are better than you at what you do, and they're more consistent. Who's gonna win? You have to go above and beyond on consistency. So that's a big thing, right? Like you have to be ready to put out volume. And the third thing that I tell everyone before they leave a job is you have to have real life skills. You have to build a high value skill or a high quality idea. Until you have that, like you can't expect to go right out of a job into something great and start making a bunch of money. It's always gonna be a process. And for me, it started with, I sold rappers $10 story shout outs for their songs, right? When I had my old Instagram account, on my TikTok, I would do promotions for them. And through growing my TikTok account, I met other creators and I started to help them monetize, right? So the packages went from $10 to $50, right? And then I started to sell $300 packages with a bunch of creators. And now, right, like we do multi-$1,000 campaigns for labels and brands. So it's just crazy that when you find that idea that works, when you just get that one yes, if something works for you, just know if you put 5, 6, 7 more years into that idea, it's gonna get bigger than you could ever imagine. And really the issue with most ideas, most entrepreneurs, most creatives is they can't stick around long enough to see something work. They can't. They give up, they say it won't work, they give up after 100 emails or 500 emails. You need one yes. Once you get that one yes, double down and continue to go and continue to grow. And the unbelievable things will happen. So those are my 3, things, and I'm very ADHD, so this video, right, like I've never done a talking head video on YouTube where I just speak to the camera. I knew it was gonna be all over the place, but I hope that somebody's watching this, right, that has that feeling in their stomach or their heart and they've had it, and this pushes them. Something that's like, I'm wasting my time, I'm not fulfilling my purpose. Like, if you feel like you're built for more, you are, and you need to chase that. You need to feed into that. I've gotten to work with more and more people and build more relationships. And I can't wait to get on this YouTube journey again too, because I know I'm going to meet a bunch of you guys. So if anything in this video helped you, if you have questions about anything about my journey, send me a DM on Instagram. I'm happy to send. I'll send a voice message back. But yeah, I'm trying to think about what I talked about in this video. I really hope that somebody gets inspired from it. But just to recap, like just remember, get out of your current situation if you don't like it. Don't wait. Don't delay. Make sure you put in the consistency, the volume, and make sure that what you're putting out and your idea that you left your work for is a quality idea and that it can actually get a win, right? Like get that first win from your idea and pursue more from there. But yeah, it's been an incredible journey, right? And now, the journey $8 to sometimes $800 an hour. Now I get to truly experience life, right? I get to choose what I want to do on my daily basis. If I want to hang out with friends, if I want to make videos, it's such a blessing. It's the biggest blessing. And that's really what entrepreneurship is all about, right? It's about being able to have time for your family, have time for your friends, have time for the things that you truly care about, and not feel like you're constantly pressed into a situation that you want nothing to do with. So I can't wait to make more of these videos. I would love to know, for real, like I know most of you, the watch time, most of you won't make it to this part of the video, but if you did, subscribe, drop a comment, and let me know what you want to see next, because next year the content is going to be unreal. We're going to Colombia, South Africa, my family's in South Africa, we're going there, Bali, I want to go to Bangkok, Japan, I want to go everywhere, so I want to make content for you guys and share just exactly, how it goes. I'm slouching so bad, it's insane. But yeah, it's been great. It's been great making this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it inspired somebody, and I can't wait to speak with you guys on other platforms. So see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.